Okay, I have two cameras set up right now so we can see the front and the back. It just took me like, I don't know, maybe 25 minutes to do this. So here we go. So usually if I'm gonna do a ponytail with a hat, I'll like do a starter ponytail of where I think it's supposed to be. You usually don't have a really good mirror, so you really have to like feel for how it looks. And for me, like my little side pieces are always like bubbling out. Get those in and then push the back into the ponytail. Yeah, and then I'll take this out and then redo the ponytail like pretty tight so that it all stays. Yeah, sometimes I'll just use like a regular hair tie, but if you want to go extra perky, these ones are like the best ones. So I'll go in with this, and then there you go. My friend Charlene's a hairstylist, and she says when these start to stretch out, some people think you just need to throw them away, but if you blow dry them, the heat kind of makes them shrink back up, so try it next time. We just did a backpacking trip in the Grand Canyon, and I was like really hot, and even just having this touch my neck, it was annoying me. So another one I'll do a lot is I'll just go into the bun. So I'll take this, I'll start to twist it. You could probably just do a messy bun, but I like to do these tight buns. And then go in, and there you go. I'd say these two are like my go-to because it's really nice to be wearing a hat. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm wearing my hair really tight all day, like my roots start to hurt. So I kind of just want to like let it all flow out. But then you get to camp and you're like, oh my gosh, my hair is greasy and gross because I've been sweating all day. I mean, the key to all this is all the hair accessories. Give it a nice brush. And it's nice sometimes when you're backpacking with people, if you just take a moment alone, taking care of yourself, it feels good. Okay, so brush it down, and then this is probably extra, but I like to bring like a hair oil or something, because if you're like changing up your hairstyles, it'll usually get frizzy on the ends. So I have this Olaplex bonding oil. My best friend works at Olaplex. Shout out Lauren. I'll put a couple drops on there, smooth it out a little bit. I like to kind of like pull this a little bit forward, you know, so you have like hair on your face. Sometimes it's too much hair in the front. So what I'll do is I'll split it into 3 sections. Like get however much I want in the front and split it up. And kind of tell it like, okay, that's where it's supposed to go. You can feel it around the hat. So yeah, this would be me around camp, hanging. But if you're somewhere that's not really cold and a beanie doesn't make sense, what I've been doing recently is a bandana. If you've never really used a bandana before, I feel like everybody has. You take 2 corners and fold them together, and you have a triangle. So get it around your neck. Kind of just get it like at your hairline. Tie it. You could probably do something cute like this, but and then bring it up. Okay, now I kind of like to keep it down like a little bit halfway on my forehead, because if you pull it all the way back to your hairline, then sometimes it's like, whoa, your forehead's big. And then I usually just leave like half my ear out, like that. And then if any hair is peeking through, you just poke it, tell it to go back. If your hair, if you put some oil in it, it's still like going wild, it's crazy. I use this this like leave-in conditioner from Olaplex. This is like my favorite hair product I've ever had, but it's kind of bigger, so I won't bring it on backpacking trips. If I'm camping, I'll use this. So when I'm in normal life, I like to French braids a lot, but I need a mirror for that, so I don't really do it once I start backpacking. I'll just do regular braids instead of French braids. Start out by parting my hair in half. And I used to have a comb I would bring on trips, but I lost it. So a lot of times I'll just like use a stick to part my hair. You could use a bobby pin too. It doesn't need to be perfect because you're gonna be covering it with your bandana anyway. So I'll tie one side down. You can really just feel if the sections are even. Usually I'll do the first one to be from my ear up because you really want to get that tight, you know? And then I love these little mini hair ties. Okay, so now you have your braids. So you kind of look like a little kindergartner. What when you put on this? I don't know, maybe you still look like a kindergartner. So then this triangle part really covers all of the top of your head. And then this part of your hair is usually pretty not gross. So this is a good one. And then, I mean, depending on what you're feeling like, if you don't want the bandana, but then sometimes with the hat, you really need to braid the hair with the hat on so you know where the braid needs to go. Because it can get like, see how that's a little, oh, this is a little mirror. I meant to talk about this. I usually bring a little like mini mirror. This one like came with a wallet. That's why it's a cat. I'm not like a cat person. So how do I do it? I usually do it, I guess, towards the front of my face. So if you just start twisting the braid a little bit, you get a little traction of something that you can twist against. Normally I'll use these ones, but one time I didn't have these and I used these and it seemed like, obviously you can see them, so I don't know if you like that look or not, but it stayed a lot better. Like they really stayed in place. I'll wrap it like 3 times. And then it's cute and you have hair from the front and the sides. Yeah, and it's out of your face. Like this is one of the most comfiest hairstyles ever. Would highly recommend. And this is something you definitely want to do with the hat on. The other day I did it with my hat off and then I couldn't put my hat on all the way. Yeah, also if you don't want to do the braids first, I think it looks kind of cool. Have your hair out like this, part it into 2 sections, and then if you start to twist it, I mean, maybe it just kind of looks the same, but yeah, that's a little bit faster. Yeah, so then, I mean, if it's like a really hot day, my hair is so greasy, I don't feel like doing a hairstyle, I'll just do a bun on top of my head. I used to think that bringing a brush backpacking was extra, and I mean, it definitely kind of is, but like I would just sit there and comb through my hair with my fingers, and I don't know, just get a brush like this if you're thinking about it. I think it's worth it. I brush it upside down, go like this, and then I mean I love wearing scrunchies, and lately I've been liking black scrunchies because they kind of blend in with my hair, and then it just makes your bun look a little bit thicker. So if you have blonde hair, you could get like a beige scrunchie. A lot of times if we're like by a lake or a river or something, I will like dip my hair in to kind of rinse it out. And I do like that because it makes you feel a lot fresher, but it is a risk because any product that you already had in your hair, you're gonna be like rinsing it out. And so sometimes after I do that, my hair will get like extra frizzy. Or, oh, when we were in the Everglades, I jumped into the ocean and that was like the worst idea ever because we still had 3 days left of the trip, I'm pretty sure. And the salt water made my hair so crusty and like sticky and oh my God, yeah. So jump in water at your own risk. But even if the water is too cold to actually jump in, sometimes I'll just lay down and like just put my hair in. And then, oh, for sleeping. I mean, this is less important, but this is what I've been doing lately. You know, the material of a sleeping bag, it can make your hair kind of staticky. This is what my dad wears in his hair. I have this buff and I'll just go like this. So your hair still feels kind of like free, but it's mostly protected. I mean, or I'll just sleep in a bun. Is that all my tips? Oh, another thing. I'll usually bring a little thing of dry shampoo, like powder. Even when I'm wearing like hats and stuff, like the little bits of hair that peek through right here, sometimes those will get greasy, so I'll just powder those up and rub it in. Okay, anyway, I hope if you watched all the way through that this actually helps. Let me know if you try any of the hairstyles. Ooh, let me know your favorite hairstyles because I'm always looking for more. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye. I've had a lady come up to me in a coffee shop and she's like, oh, you look so cute in a hat. I wish I could wear a hat. I was like, you could. She's like, no. Like, I don't think I'm sporty enough. I'm like, no, ma'am. Anybody can wear a hat. You just have to put it on.